The right medication can save a life, but a medicine that works well for other people might not work for you and may cause severe side effects. Pharmacogenomics is the study of how genes affect a person's response to drugs. Due to differences in genetic makeup, some people's bodies metabolize certain medications too slowly, causing severe side effects. Other people's bodies metabolize the same medication too quickly, eliminating it before it has a chance to work at effective levels. Yet others may be pre-exposed to have severe side effects from a medication simply from having the wrong genes. Scientists and professors at Prenetics have investigated how specific variations in genes affect how well certain medications work in the body. Using this information, along with clinical guidelines from the FDA, doctors can examine your genetic profile to predict whether a medication is likely to help you or hurt you before you even take it. That's the promise of pharmacogenomics, providing you the right drug, right dose, and the right treatment. For example, if you have high cholesterol, your doctor might prescribe one of many statin medications to lower your risk of a heart attack. But these drugs also can have severe side effects. Finding that out can be expensive, time-consuming, and could delay receiving proper treatment. Pharmacogenomics offers a better way. iGenes test can show how your body is likely to respond to a certain statin. That helps your doctor prescribe the right drug at the right dose for you. Today, our iGenes test panels are available to help you predict how you may respond to over 200 medications. These medications are commonly used for heart disease, depression, pain, diabetes, hypersensitivity, and in pediatrics. Your DNA is unique, so too should be the way you are cared for. Welcome to the future of healthcare.
Hello, my name is Danny Yeung. I'm an entrepreneur and my new company is called Prenetics. First of all, thank you, Ananda, for having me speak at today's event. Unfortunately, I can't be here this evening, but hopefully I will see you in the next few months at your future event. A little bit quick background about myself. I'm a serial entrepreneur. This is my fourth company with Prenetics. My last company, I was actually in e-commerce, and with that company, it was subsequently acquired by Groupon in 2010. So in 2010 and 2014, I led that growth, starting the company from scratch. When I left, we exited. I had about 300 employees that I was overseeing as Groupon's East Asia CEO. After I left Groupon, I really wanted to do something much bigger, much more impactful to society as a whole, and really looked into health because I felt that health hasn't been yet disrupted by new technologies. Because if we look at our daily lives today with Uber, Airbnb, Tinder, it has really impacted our daily lives, but when we look at health, it hasn't really impacted our daily lives. And for example, when we see the doctor today, it's a very traditional type of healthcare. We get out of bed, we have to make an appointment. That takes 4 to 6 hours for us to even visit the hospital or the clinic. Another example is today when we go to the doctor, regardless of our condition or what we need medication for, the doctor will prescribe you medication based upon his or own experience. And typically they will say, if you have this condition, here's some medication for you. If it doesn't work, come back in 2-3 weeks, I'll switch a new drug for you. So that process is what you call trial and error approach to medication. And if you look at healthcare in general, the reason why it needs such a massive amount of disruption is too much focus on treatment versus prevention. And that's one thing we at Prenetics really want to change. In a short manner since 2014, we have now grown to be Southeast Asia's largest genetic testing digital health company focused on prevention. Because if we focus on prevention, a lot of the chronic illnesses that individuals get can be highly preventable. And so what we are doing specifically is looking at genetic testing and DNA, because if we can identify individuals' predispositions for example, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, heart disease, if we can understand how our genes affect our ability to eat certain foods, how our genes affect our ability to digest certain carbohydrates, vitamins, fats, that's very, very powerful. At the same time, if we can understand the genetic information in terms of understanding our risk profiling for getting a serious condition such as cancer, that can be very, very powerful because then we understand our genetic makeup, we can live proactively, much more healthy, and because certainly all of us wants to live healthy, long lives. And one of the biggest ways for doing that is prevention. And when I look at the whole industry as a whole, I think you'll see a ton of companies in this space. And again, it's focused on prevention. How do we leverage new technologies? How do we leverage data? How do we leverage mobile health in ways to help people, encourage them to change their behavior and make them aware of certain things they can do to reduce the risk of having chronic disease. So again, it's a very exciting time to be here in Bangkok and certainly here in Southeast Asia. Healthcare is something that needs massive disruption. So if you're working on a startup that's doing health, certainly one thing is it's not going to be easy because we need to have many stakeholders that support this whole ecosystem. But if you're able to have success, I don't think there's any other industry which can be more powerful than impacting individuals' lives. So again, thank you for having me here and look forward to possibly seeing all of you guys live in person in July here in Bangkok. Thank you.